Thank you, Dr. Garg. I'd like to introduce myself again. I'm Nehmat Kaur with the Natural Resources Defense Council. We're an international environmental non-profit. We've been working on clean energy since 2010 here in India, and I'm really encouraged by the August panel that I have today, and it's a privilege to speak at this panel. I like that there is general alignment on some of the ideas. Dr. Garg laid out that the sector is really complex. Mr. Popley highlighted that there is need for innovative financing, looking at green banking, and I want to sort of build on those ideas as part of my remarks today. So we all know that there is clear momentum on deploying RE in India. WRETC is a testament to that. We're all here. This morning, we heard why this movement to transition India to a clean energy economy is absolutely vital as we address climate change, as we address universal energy access, affordable access for everyone to reliable energy. We're at 58 gigawatts of renewable energy today. And the target is to take India to 175 gigawatts by 2022. Solar, in particular, needs to be expanded from about 12, 13 gigawatts to 100 gigawatts by 2022. Notwithstanding the different estimates of the investment that we need about $100 to $150 billion in investment to achieve just the solar target. This does not include what we need for wind. This does not include what India needs to achieve its other INDC targets. So this is just the solar figure. So, just highlighting what is the magnitude of investment that is required just in the next 5 to 10 years. We need a lot of private financing. Other colleagues on the panel have very well highlighted that. And public money, of course, cannot be the solution to achieve these targets. So how do we make the best use of the limited public money that we do have? For example, the subsidies that the Indian government has offered for rooftop solar, are they really the best way in which we can scale this market from 1 gigawatt to 40 gigawatts in the next 4 years? So NRDC and our partners, the Council on Energy, Environment and Water, we've been engaged with key stakeholders in the government and the private sector in the recent months, where we've found that there is a clear need for a ring-fenced pool of patient capital. Some of my colleagues on the panel have already highlighted a green bank, a green fund, something that can help take on or de-risk some of the newer markets, underserved areas. This kind of a ring-fenced pool of capital can help India achieve its current targets. It can also be the institution that looks at future horizons sectors or sunrise sectors as they are called. We've heard that energy storage is going to be a big emerging segment in the market in the coming years. So can this fund help catalyze private investment for energy storage projects? There is a great diaspora of institutions that work in India and offer innovative products for renewable financing. We have IREDA, we have IIFCL, we have multilateral organizations. Can there be an institution that works with these organizations to make the investments in renewables and other emerging sectors more effective? So a green investment bank or a green bank are solutions that are emerging across the world. We have several countries and jurisdictions across the world that have set up dedicated institutions just for investment into sustainable sectors. This includes renewable energy, energy efficiency, clean transportation. Some of the examples that I've highlighted on the slide, if you could see, are the Australian Clean Energy Finance Corporation, the Connecticut Green Bank, the New York Green Bank, and some of the more successful ones, the UK Green Investment Bank. So a green investment bank acts as the focal point of innovative financing. It focuses on markets that are perceived as risky and are financially underserved. It helps attract new sources of capital. So, So far, lending in the Indian renewable energy sector has mostly been from multilateral organizations or private sector project financiers. But how, for example, do we bring in more institutional investors to the renewable energy sector? And it can operate on a private-public partnership model, which is a little bit different from the conventional definition of public-private partnership in India, but it's a co-managed pool of capital between, say, an agency like the IREDA and a private fund manager, say a Tata Clean Tech or someone else. This pool of capital can be capitalized with patient capital from sources like the climate funds, the Global Environment Facility, possibly the EIB, or various different sources as well, or a budgetary allocation from the government of India. It could be domestic sources and international sources as well. The kinds of products or solutions that this green investment fund or green fund can provide, for rooftop solar, for example, it could provide a warehousing facility, which helps aggregate projects and remove some of the risks for the market. For off-grid solar, it could provide a first loss facility, like Mr. Popley was mentioning. For large-scale renewables, it could raise money through masala bonds or provide a forex hedge facility to attract more international investors. On energy storage, it could be the one that takes the first step to do certain demonstration projects and then decides to pull out once other investors start investing in the sector. A key role of this kind of a specialized green investment fund is to work with existing entities while increasing private investment. The role of this fund is not to be another conventional lender, but to work with other lenders to attract more private financing into the sector. So that is, a brief way, or my brief summary of the way in which a green investment fund can strengthen the whole financing ecosystem and unlock finance to achieve India's targets. Thank you very much.